Often the research that we do is relevant for the public at large, not just for policymakers and decision makers. So at those times we try to disseminate the findings of our research so that the people might benefit and that can create awareness. And one of the things that is very important to note is the power of the consumer. Consumers have a whole lot of power to change the world and to shape the world in a direction that people want to see it. And I can give you some examples. Back in 1795, the British Parliament refused to ban sugar that was imported from the slave trade. And then a group of people printed thousands of pamphlets and distributed it and managed to reduce the profit of the sugar trade by 50%. So that was in the 18th century, many years ago. Today, now the people are much more media savvy. Gen Z is always doing their research. So we can have a huge impact on the way that we spend our money. So we can choose companies that we feel adhere to our values. We can choose products that we feel are fair or cruel. For example, the fur trade used to be very popular, but it's much less now. And of course, countries. We have boycotted countries in the past, and we can continue to do so if we feel that they do not adhere to humanitarian norms, or if they commit apartheid or racism or war crimes or genocide, etc. We as consumers can have a huge difference and make a decision that will ultimately benefit humanity and mankind. So yes, our consumers have the power to shape the world, and we need to exercise it. And in our capacity as a research company, we try to share much of our information as we can, stuff that will spread around the world or at least within communities, in order to educate and inform people on important ideas.